That's how serious this is. There's no point in wasting money. So you need to know which traffic sources are working best. Do you know where your weak link is? Is it a certain page on your website? Is it a certain message in your autoresponder sequence? Can you tell, okay, after message 3, I get a whole lot of unsubscribes. Is there something wrong with message 3? You have to, good marketers follow up on this stuff, and they know what's going on. They know where their weak link is. They know what traffic is working for them. A tool that I want to mention to you that'll help you find your weak link happens to be a free tool called Google Analytics. Just go to Google Analytics, google.com/analytics. If you look at the PDF for this chapter, you can click on that link and go directly there. It's not that hard to implement, and it will really tell you what people are doing on your site. It'll tell you when they come to your squeeze page, how long they stay, so you can know. Okay, like for example, if you know people come to your squeeze page and in 2 seconds they click off, you got to work on your headline. You're not grabbing their attention and making them read. If they come and they stay for 10 seconds, you know that they read the headline and they got to something else that they didn't like. And you can start doing some testing. And that's what this is all about. In fact, let's talk about split testing. Split testing is a way that we can maximize through modification. We have to find out what is not working in our process. And it's basically like A/B testing. You're going to pick an element, and you want to do just one element at a time. You pick an element, and you make a change. So A would be considered the original item. Maybe it's a headline. Maybe it is a buy button. Maybe it's a subject. Maybe it's the subject of an email. Could be anything, but you pick just one thing. And then you have B, which is the alternate. So let's say you're going to test a headline for a squeeze page. You have your squeeze page up. You want to get about 400 to 500 visits to that squeeze page before you decide to pull the plug on it, right? But after you get about that, you know how many people opt in. So what you do is you say, okay, I got 500 visitors. I got 200 people opt in. So I got a 40% conversion on my squeeze page. Now, on a squeeze page, if you're doing your job right, you should get a pretty high. I mean, it's not nothing to get close to 50%. You should get pretty high if you're doing a good job. Well, but then what you do is you change the headline. I'm going to come up with a different headline, pop that in there, and you just want to change one thing. You don't want to change the position. You don't want to change the color. You want to change just the text. And you let that run for about 500 visits, and then you see what the opt-in rate is. So that's the one thing that you changed. You will most of the time notice a difference. One of them will perform better. And then, of course, what do? You keep the good one. The kind of things that we test, and that process literally goes on and on. You can test headlines several times until you feel you're comfortable with the best headline, and then you can move on to another element. We can test things like the graphics, the call to action, the offer itself, the color schemes, fonts, the copy that is in, if it's on a sales page or on a squeeze page even, the price point. You might want to do some experimenting with the price. I had a product that I created